What's up, everybody? We had a 1-1 Tuesday. Fingers are crossed for our Wednesday play, but I've got two free college football picks for you going down on Thursday, September the 14th. Actually, that's a fib. One game is going to go down on Thursday, the other is a Saturday play, but we've got them both right here for you, right here on the Ben Burns Report. Welcome to the show, everyone. I'm your host, Allie Burns. Ben regrets he can't be here with us today. He's catching some rays in Costa Rica. However, he does send his warmest regards as well as his best two free picks of the day. Now, before we get started, everyone jam on that like button, give us the old thumbs up, let us know, and let our bosses know that you like what we're doing here. You want to see more free content. Okay, so I'm going to actually start you guys off with the Saturday play. We're looking at Kansas State at Missouri. Okay, now while the Wildcats are tough, right? We know K-State is tough, but the Tigers kind of have a score to settle. They got blown out at Manhattan last season, but now they're more experienced and they've got revenge on their minds at the same time, and they get to host a ranked opponent who's a former conference rival. Now, note that the Tigers have thrived on non-conference rivals when they're playing at home, so we're taking that into account also. Now, they're going to be fired up, and Ben and I expect them to improve on their 14-7 against the spread record the past 21 times they played a home game with a total line between 45 and 49. So our play, grab the points with the Missouri Tigers plus 5.5 is what we're seeing out there. Snag those points for that Saturday game. Now, before we get into our Thursday night matchup, let me remind you guys we've got a promo code over at WagerTalk.com. If you're into premium plays like the good stuff, like the good, head over to WagerTalk.com and get Ben's premium plays in either the NFL or college football. When you use the promo code BURNS99, you can get either of those 30-day packs for only $99. I feel like I'm a flight attendant, but you need to direct yourself over to wagertalk.com and make some money with Ben Burns. Burns 99, only $99 for his 30-day NFL or his 30-day college football pass. Okay, so for our second play, we're going to be looking at Navy and Memphis here. Okay, this is our Thursday game, and I'm going to do a teaser for you guys. Now, Ben and I kind of went back and forth on this. There's a few things that I'm a big teaser. Now say me, yeah, I get it, I hear it. Yeah. I'm a big tease. Very funny, guys. Very funny. I like to tease a lot, and especially like to do it in college football season. So here's what we're working with, right? We've got Navy at Memphis. Navy's 1-1. They started out the season at Notre Dame, finished up by wailing on Wagner, as we call it in the business. And then we've got Memphis. They're 2-0, started out with VCU, wrapped it up at Arkansas State. Now they meet together. Looking at these lines, we've got Memphis minus 14. There's 14.5s out there. There's also 13.5s. And the total on this one is a 47. So one trend that kind of just goes with Navy, if you guys bet, especially the military academies, unders are tend to be the play here. It's that triple option. They don't have the big giant guy. I mean, these guys have to fit in like airplanes and army tanks and boats and stuff that, they're smaller guys for the most part. So those games tend to go under because they really rely on a defense. Memphis, on the flip side of this, they've had one under and one over. So I'm looking at an under here, but I want to tease that under. So for anyone who doesn't know what teasers are, there's different ways you can do it. 5 point, 6 point, 7 point. For the purpose of this video, we're going to do a 7-point teaser. Okay. So we're first of all going to tease the under, which means that 47 points, we add 7 points to it, which makes it 54. So now we need the game to go under 54 points. The thing with the teaser is it's kind of like a parlay, right? So both of your bets have to win. You can't just tease one game. That's like buying points, basically, right? So you have to tease two things together. Now, we went back and forth. Do we tease Navy, who's a plus 14? Do we tease them up to a 21? Or do you take Memphis, who's a minus 14, and tease them down to a 7? Finally, we just kind of landed on, we like it better Memphis minus a touchdown and under 54. Well, I don't hate Navy plus 21. Don't get me wrong, but I think Memphis just being at home, coming off of a really good win, and actually being the team who has covered in one of their past two games, which Navy has not, is the way to go on this one. So we're going to tease the Memphis Tigers with the under, which will put us at Memphis minus 7 points, under 54. And remember, both of those have to cash. And I don't hate it. Sometimes I'll do in college basketball, I'll do what's called a crisscross teaser. I invented that name. I don't know what it's really called. It's probably not even a thing except for when I do it. But like, you can take Navy plus 21 and Memphis minus 7. So you're kind of teasing into a middle. So if you like Navy here and you want the 21 points, I'm not going to talk you off of it. But final answer is going to be Memphis. Now, real quick with you guys, first of all, smash that like button while we're all just conjoined here, while we're talking, while we're rapping. We had a viewer who asked about first fives and what a first five is. So let me do a quick little spiel for you guys on betting first fives. Now, Ben and I each typically give out one play. We meet every day. This is what Ben likes, this is what Allie likes, and then we talk it out. Usually if you're getting a first five play from me, or first five play, it's coming from me because I like to play that way. First five is the same thing as a first half play, but it's for baseball. All right. But it's more important in baseball. In football, you've got a first half and a second half. Basketball, first half, second half. Baseball, it's very important because those first 5 innings, the first half of the game, is when the starting pitcher is in. And typically around that fifth inning is when the starting pitcher comes out and what's called the bullpen enters the game, which is your relievers and your closing pitchers. All right. So I like the first 5 innings because it really hones in on the beginning of the game and that one single guy. So it takes out a lot of variables for me, but that's what your first five is. When we bet on it, just how like there's a full game run line plus 1.5 or minus 1.5. In the first 5 innings, it's a minus 0.5. So minus half of a run or plus half of a run. So that's what we're talking about when I'm talking about first 5 innings. It's a first half play, but it's for baseball, basically. And thank you, viewers, so much for your question. If you guys have any questions or anything you want me to break down, you guys need a little tutorial on what teasers are, pleasers, round robins. There's a lot of stuff out there. Trust me, I know. I've lived in Vegas since I'm 14 years old. Y'all drop them into the comment box. We'll be sure to answer your questions. Jam on that like. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching the Ben Burns Report.